seems like something that would push people away, but it's not really an inviting
It's
game
the case.
to start with, so.
Is that for free or just cheaper for the same version? Or something else that you're talking about?
No, I was just wondering if you could play in the same multiplayer as everyone else if you didn't have all 3 expansions.
Ah, okay. I might be under the same
I'm pretty
boat.
sure when it first came out. It's been out for a while now.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I don't have the latest expansion. I think I might have the one before that.
So sounds the same to me.
How do I actually
But yeah,
tell?
it might not affect the
Yeah. Looking around in the versus section, it looks like I don't have any restrictions.
It's funny if you get in and you're just missing half the units. Like, what? How big is the download?
I had to download like 2 gigs, but I don't know how long ago it was that I played. Watch Murray play like 2 ladder games. First one, he was playing... no, the first one he was random, and he got Terran, and his macro was like laughably bad. And then he played against a Terran as Zerg, and he got beat, and I'm like, let's 1v1! And then I beat him. I'm like, haha! It wasn't just me being a dick. It was mostly me being a dick.
30 gig. I am not installing.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
Well, that's the install required on the hard drive.
I'll chuck a USB on a carrier pigeon, it'll get there faster.
I think it was 22 or 25 gigs when I downloaded it.
Yeah, no, I'm not using that. Not right at the start of the month.
So, 3 via AI. Let's do that.
Yes.
See if this works.
Whoop, I clicked in the middle of the screen and the button popped up, so I don't know what I clicked. It would have been decline, definitely. It was right where the decline button was.
I think you have to pick a race and then hit accept or something.
Yep. It's like when you're just playing Hearthstone, you're clicking random things on the screen. It was like click, 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 or fuck, what did I do?
Terran random, eh?
It is all I know. And then
I honestly figured most people who'd only played the first release of SC2 would mostly know Terran.
yeah.
So I actually was sort of expecting that.
I expect to employ the only strategy I've ever learned.
If you bunker rush and we'll laugh.
I think he's,
Well,
just
you were
gonna,
half right.
he's gonna rush battle cruisers.
No, Reaper Rush.
I'm gonna mine resources and build things. Yeah.
That's
I've-
yes,
I
you
can't
have
even
described the RTS genre.
Yes.
even know
I have
what
no
the
idea of
build
the specific names of things.
Wings are now. For Legacy.
Well, considering you start with 12 supply,
What?
yeah, it's cooked.
Not enough minerals.
Also, the last time I played Starcraft, I didn't even have a proper computer. I had a laptop and I used the trackpad.
Yeah,
Ah, that'd be
that's
horrible.
not real key.
Played it with a trackpad?
I played everything with a trackpad. I raided with a trackpad.
Should be building supply depots now, boys.
Yeah, raiding with a trackpad I could kind of get, eh?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to reiterate. I raided with a MacBook trackpad.
Ah. How is that even possible? Well, the MacBook trackpads are pretty good.
It's easier than playing Starcraft with a trackpad.
Wait, this is a shared base, but only 2 of us are sharing it? Well,
Care?
awkward.
What's so Murph up the top is
Oh wait, no we're not.
got his
I'm on
own
some
area.
floaty platform. Never mind.
I'm learning keybinds.
Gotcha.
Sure if I should build it that far away. Probably not.
Is that my ramp? It's a year away.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, the perfect supply pad. So good.
So you start with 12. Like,
12 out of
Normal.
15.
even in 1v1?
Yosh.
ready. In the rear with the gear. What's going on?
Yeah, I know, right?
Is it just to make the first 5 minutes of the game less boring?
Possibly.
Should I always lower supply depots? Any reason to keep those up?
You're playing against Zerg, so depending on where you place them, it might be wise to keep them up.
Oh, to block things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but no reason for my own purposes in building and that sort of thing?
Nah, not really.
Cute.
Hanzo's getting a nerf apparently.
Fuck yeah, eat shit, hand soaps.
What, from his storm arrow, I assume?
Big job, huh?
I don't know. I just saw a YouTube video that was like Hanzo's getting a nerf. Ah,
Woo-hoo!
Artosing like a boss.
This better be good. By the
Ah! Supply blocked. Hasn't finished yet.
man, the ah! You scared me.
This extra farm,
Not enough
obviously.
minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Do that other thing.
SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready.
Nope. Oh
Armed
shit.
and ready.
Shield generator's apparently a thing.
Big job, huh? What's going on? SCV ready. Gangway. SCV ready. Uh-huh.
There.
Who wants some? Aye, aye, sir. Go, go, go! You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
This better be good. Ten
Something's
more.
running around out the front.
Yeah,
Zerg.
we can see it.
Two different Zerglings, both going to mix base.
I'm on it.
Yep.
Armed and ready.
What's the... Actually, can I check?
What's
I'll do
going
a check. The level of these bots?
Big job, huh?
Like scrub tier or something.
Nice.
You gonna give me orders? Gangway.
Oops.
Coming through.
Insufficient vessel gas.
Shot
In the rear.
gears.
Go ahead. Ah! You scared me. You want a piece of me, boy?
Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, got to assign a worker to my bloody refineries.
Who wants some? Been waiting on.
Wonder I'm not getting nothing.
This better be good. By the numbers, boys.
It begins.
Big job, huh?
I'm on 3 bases. How many are you guys on?
Building my second now.
Armed and ready.
I'm on 2 Reapers.
Nice.
you get Zerg do?
No, Protoss.
Alright.
We are 5 minutes 34 into the game timer.
You gonna give me orders?
Also, fuck that energy cost pad.
I'm on it.
50 for Chrono Boost now. Why
What
didn't you
was
take
it?
this base down here?
SCV ready.
It used to be 25.
I completely missed that.
I know.
Affirmative. Will do. Orders.
No.
SCV ready.
Grab it with one of these
Go
dudes.
ahead. Uh-huh. Been waiting on you. Keep your shirt on, Sparky. Ah! You scared me! In the rear with the gear. Will do.
Okay, so this Zerg's only just going where?
Move it. I'm going.
Goes Hive Lair, right, bud?
Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
Sure.
Yes, it's buzzing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, very easy. What are they doing?
No, my warriors. Where is that? No.
That's... Huh? Big job, huh? Yo. It's your dime.
What's your SCV doing down here, Murph?
SCV ready.
Is he looking for something?
I don't know.
Just chilling out.
Where is it?
Yeah, in the very bottom of my base. Or bottom left.
SCV ready.
Ah. I was wondering
Oh,
where
crap.
it went.
I got some dudes attacking me.
Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Oop, good odds.
Go ahead.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
There's a Protoss at my second base.
In the rear with
And
SCV
Oh,
ready.
I'm getting scouted.
Yeah, you are.
That's fine.
I have only built Reapers.
SCV ready.
That's fine. I'm gonna go kill him.
Insufficient Vesper gas.
SCV ready.
I'm actually gonna go take a gold base in front of theirs. Because why not?
SCV ready. SCV ready.
I like how I exclaimed that I got supply block and then did nothing about it.
SCV ready. Yo, SCV ready. Gotcha. SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
Is that
Do you think this is a bit ambitious, boys?
No such thing.
SCV ready.
Possibly.
SCV
But very easy. I'm sure that they won't even poke you from there.
SCV ready. You got SCV ready. The Grim.
Yeah, I didn't actually set a bot
SCV
difficulty.
ready.
Just kind of was whatever it was.
It
SCV
So
ready.
that's a thing.
was good.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Yeah, near steel frame, structure, armor.
You gonna give me orders?
Upgrade complete.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Death from above. Sure thing. I'm listening.
Explodes after a short delay.
What's it worth?
Oh, I'm thinking of
This better be good.
Warhammer. They're Reaper dudes that jump. These guys are not the same.
Fear the Reaper, man.
This guy explodes, huh?
Mineral field depleted.
The Grim
Ah, it's a bomb.
arrived. Death.
That feeling when you oversaturate a gold.
Our allies are being
That
attacked.
feeling when you harass with Colossus. Because that's a thing.
SCV ready. Orders received.
Oh, wait a minute.
In the rear with the gear. The Grim Reaper has SCV ready.
How's everyone's supply looking?
Go ahead. Big job.
Okay.
What's going on? Huh?
Yep, doing alright with the bases, but I'm still forgetting to assign guys to my refineries. I'm gonna put one in each.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Fixing
the
that.
orange guy just attacked you, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, going to go and punish the orange guy. And this one.
Go, go, go! The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Punish is such a strong word. I prefer the term outright annihilate.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah. I'm going. Go ahead.
Our allies are being attacked. Unacceptable landing zone.
want money? Have lots.
Gangway, coming through.
I definitely have more that I can use right now. Gotta build more dudes. Air sensor tower.
Yo.
Our allies are being attacked.
Come on down to Mool.
Our allies
Ah, there we
are
go.
being
Advanced
attacked.
structures. That's what I'm missing. Do not accept.
Research complete.
And that's what I clicked.
Our allies are being attacked.
What's going on?
That's hilarious. Kinda wanna sack everything and just send in Mono Colossus.
Will do. We could use some help here.
Wait, what the hell is this button? Resonating glaives? Adept? The fuck's an adept?
Adapt, improvise, overcome.
Armed and ready.
Something like that.
You got it.
I need more gas.
I got 5k, how much you want?
Who knows?
The Grim Reaper has
Well, I'm not doing much with it, so you have 3,000.
Mineral field.
I've also got
depleted.
10,000 minerals if you need anything. Gonna go kill purple now. Zap.
Our allies
Zap.
are being
Armory.
attacked.
Zap. Zap.
Mineral field depleted. Research. Our allies' base is under
Oh,
attack.
really? Really? The one lone Mutalisk has decided he wants to be annihilated first.
Big job, huh? Yeah.
Our allies are being attacked.
Who wants some?
My mineral fields are being depleted.
Our allies' base is Our allies are being attacked.
Aw.
Nuclear missile ready.
Starting to think I was meant
Our
to have
allies
rushed by
are being
now.
attacked.
Yeah, I'm just sort of
Some.
building very slowly. I have a whole
Our
bunch of
allies'
nothing.
base is under attack.
Alright, I'm gonna do something. Who to attack?
Well, there is literally only one enemy left.
Give me something to do! I'm a coming!
Has arrived.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Witness me!
I don't think you built enough Reapers. Tell you what, you can finish that off, I'll be chilling here.
What am I finishing off?
The bad guys.
Woo!
Like, it's literally just purple in this top of corner. I've killed everything.
Upgrade
I'm
complete.
going the good way.
The Grim
And if anything, this is just an exercise in spending money is good.
Our allies are being attacked. Mineral field depleted.
So much reaping.
Casually dropping another 8
Research
gateways because
complete.
15k mineral 6k gas is too much, Pat.
Mineral field depleted.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Never accept surrender.
Mineral field
Hi,
depleted.
I'm here too. We win!
Yay!
So good.
Pretty much the same as what you did, but faster.
Get some levels. What does this do? Pool party. A pool party.
Okay, yeah, those AI were like... Okay, now I know they were like shit tier AI, but they had more average unspent than me. I don't know how. So I'm gonna say, from looking at the stat stuff,
Yikes.
I don't know how Mick spent 0 time supply capped. Probably weren't either building things fast enough or building supply depots too quick. But otherwise, that's fucking impressive.
Oh yeah, I was just tons of depots and tons of reading text, not actually making anything at the same time.
Sure. Both of you need to build more workers. You want to be around the, is it 70 odd, Pat? 72? Assuming Pat's
I think
there.
Pat left.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
dropped.
Well, yeah, I think it's about 70, 72. So I overdid it, but I overdid it because I was on like 5 bases. Average unspent.
Yeah, I can expand quicker as
obviously,
well.
the lower that number is, the better. Your average unspent, you want it to sort of be under, well, under 2,000 is probably a good goal to start with, but generally speaking, under 300.
You're
If you have a look at the graphs and you look at army value, so basically
Can I get back to that screen? I quit out of it.
You don't know. But basically, I hit supply cap at like 11 minutes. So my army value was about 9,000. Murph's yours finished at about 7,000. And
Yay.
Nick's yours finished at like 1,600. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna build lots more stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Resource collection rate's another one. At about, again, 11 minutes, I peaked at about 5,000. That's per minute. Neither of you got over 2,500. So you want to be expanding, building more bases quicker.
Mm.
Workers active. Actually, can I set up?
Well, I feel like that was just enough to get me back into what the hell is this game even about, so at least know what
Yeah,
clicking
sure.
stuff does now.
How do I?
I think it feels like the last time I played it would have been over 3 or 4 years ago, and I've never played it multiplayer, like competitive, ever.
Light mod, no. Join lobby. I don't want to join a lobby. I want to make a game. This menu is different than how it used to be. Where the fuck is it? Great lobby.
Game invite. 16-bit LE. Why not 8-bit? Go retro.
Did it do a thing?
Yep, private lobby.
Cool. So what I want to do is put you there and me there.
I am a spectator. Oh no, that's you, host. I'm at the top.
Everyone.
I want that purple stuff.
Are you guys happy playing Terran?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would not be able to play anything else right now.
Cool, so the very first thing you want to do when the game starts is queue up a worker, and then worry about changing the rally point.
Yes.
Pretty much, but only one worker. You don't want to have multiple things queued in a building at a time, because that means your spendable money goes into like a deposit, and you can't use it. So
yeah.
essentially, how you want to do things with this game, so you should both have workers queued up. How you want to do things with this game is queue nothing. By the way, you can right-click your thing onto the minerals Murph, and the worker will go straight there. So you want to build another worker straight away. Don't worry about the depot yet.
Oh.
You're also way over money. Build a worker!
No!
Now you've got the money to build it anyway, so build a depot, both of you. So you go worker, worker, depot, is what you do with your money as it's available. Don't move the rally point, by the way. Just grab a dude off the work.
Yeah.
And then you want to have your worker shift queued so he goes back to mining. So select and hold shift, right click the minerals, and when he's done, he'll go back to mining, so you don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before
Also,
as well.
constantly have workers coming. Just always have a worker queued
Additional
up. That's
supply
your one goal.
depots required.
So just focus on keeping workers queued up at all times, but only one.
Job, huh?
As soon as your depot's done, when you can afford it, build a barracks, which both of you can definitely afford it. And then build a gas as well, because you may as well. So build a gas on your geyser as soon as you can. Work it, Mick.
Just the one. Whap, whap.
And don't worry about queuing the worker for the gas back to the minerals, because you want him to stay on the refinery. It means he'll go in and start mining straight up.
Yep.
You want to... Either of you playing with hotkeys? Mick is, Murph isn't. So when you've selected a building, you hold control and then you can press 1 through 0 to put it on a hotkey. So when you push that key again, it reselects that structure.
SCV ready.
So I prioritize macro over micro, so I actually have like my command center building on number 1. Because then if I hit 1, I can go 1S, and that queues a worker. I don't have to look at it, I don't have to think, just 1S. So both of your barracks are done. Build a marine, and convert your command centers to orbital commands. Hotkey B, when they're not building
I want a
stuff.
river rush.
Let's do that. So essentially, look at your money. If it's over 300, you need to spend it, which is both of you. Also look at your supply. Do you think you're going to need more?
More gas.
What's going on?
So you want to put 3 workers in your gas, so
In the
an
rear
extra 2.
with the gear.
Start building more marines.
Command
Yep, and just keep the barracks just building marines. Mick, unqueue 4 fucking marines, dude. If you have the money to queue 4 of them up, you have the money to build another barracks and a marine in that barracks. So you may as well build another barracks, right?
Sure thing.
That's thinking.
This better be
Yeah,
good.
and you may as well both build a command center while you're at it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Mick, yours is just down your ramp. Murph, yours is just down your ramp, like just above you. Or below you, either way actually. The below one's probably safer for you, Murph. Down to the right.
Bad news.
Can you see that?
It's Jordan.
See what now?
Numbers.
On the minimap, can you see the ping?
Big job, huh?
No, because I can't.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you're spectating though, so maybe you can.
I was ref though,
Hmm.
so I don't know. Basically, if you look at your command center, you look a little bit right and a little bit down. There's a base right there.
Additional supply depots required.
So it's no secret.
Depots.
Mick's in the top right, Murph's in the bottom left. So if Murph, if you were at 7 o'clock, look at 6:30.
Yeah, whatever.
Additional supply depots
And that's where you
required.
want to sort of build it. Because it doesn't have a front door, it basically means your base is your front door.
I already built one somewhere else.
I know. Oh god, how did I select just Mick? Wait, can you see this now, Mick?
Nope.
I can't.
Nothing.
Ping, never mind, it won't let me.
What about you? If I do that, do you see it?
Yep.
Hmm.
So with your orbital command, it costs 50 energy to call down a mule, which is hotkey E.
I do
It's
like the
essentially
mules.
another worker that works really quick.
And is he good just to mine, or do you use him to actually build stuff too?
No, he just mines, but he mines it at 400 minerals a second. Oh, sorry, not a second, a fucking minute.
OP.
That's insane. So again, sort of look at your money and go, we need to be building more things. So if you got a shitload of money, build more structures to spend the money at the rate you're getting it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gangway. Coming. SCV ready.
Another thing you can do with your barracks, which Mick's done, you can set a rally point for them, Murph. So if you left click on your barracks. Ah, yep, cool, you're done.
Just didn't need them anywhere specific.
Yeah, that's fine. You may as well like put them up to the ramp just above you though, or over near your new command center. Because if you're gonna get attacked, nothing's coming in the bottom ramp because the bottom ramp is like there's no access to it up there in the air. So you may as well put them, yeah, pretty much where your rally point is, because that's where you're gonna get attacked.
SCV ready.
Unless you know they come flying in or whatever. But both of you are not spending money at a super fast rate, so I wouldn't panic.
By the numbers.
Mick, what you'd probably want to do is cancel the Marines that are building currently and put add-ons on your barracks.
Yep.
So the reactor just lets it produce 2 things at once, and the tech lab lets you research like upgrades for them, as well as the Marauder and the Ghost.
Yeah,
Can be
might do a tech for both, or is that a reactor?
Now, you haven't built workers in a fairly long time, Mick. You want to take your first, like your original command center, and set its rally point to your new base, and have it and your new command center both building workers at the same time.
Gotcha.
And you can upgrade the other one too to an orbital command if you want. And you got a heap of energy, so you may as well dump 3 mules on your new base straight away.
Mineral field
Just
depleted.
click your original command center, E left click, E left click, E left click on the new mineral patch. Bang, bang, bang. Yep. And then you'll have a shitload of income.
SCV ready.
Basically, the rate at which you're going to be building stuff, though, is going to be really shite with 2 barracks on 1 base.
Go ahead. Will do.
Sorry, on 2
Command
bases.
center upgrade complete.
So,
What's
Reactor
going
Tech
on?
Lab, like you've got currently, Mick,
What's
is
going on?
sustainable with some other like upgrades and shit on 1 base. But your income is increased not only by the fact that you got mules, but also the fact that you've got 2 bases. So you'd probably want to be about 6 to 8 barracks at this point in time to actually keep up with the production.
6
Similar sort
to
of
8
thing
actual
goes-
barracks.
Yeah,
Holy shit. Alright.
I finished the last game with
Go ahead.
Add-on complete.
22 gateways.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
to summon your dudes out? Your barracks?
Yeah, because if I'm earning money because I'm getting more and more
Christ.
bases, I'm earning money at a higher and higher rate. I need to spend it at a higher rate. Otherwise, what's the point of getting it? Because like, if I zeroed both of your unspent money right now, what difference would it make to you? Well, none, because you're not spending it. So why'd you gather it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mineral field depleted.
So yeah, you want to spend it at the rate
Mineral
you're
field
getting it.
depleted.
Otherwise, there's no point in getting it.
Oh yeah. I get that. It's just I can't actually find what I need to be doing quick enough to do it at that level yet.
So I would seriously grab like
Has arrived.
5 SCVs of your work line and just go BB, click, BB, click, BB, click until all of them are doing something. To you, Mick. Like, build 5 barracks.
SCV ready.
And I don't know what Murph's going for. So, similar sort of suggestion, but just make sure that you're spending your money.
Roger.
Also, placement doesn't matter that much, just so long as you get the buildings out, because you can always lift them off and move them as Terran.
Grim.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
just slam them down and then be like, sick, if I need to move them, I will. And keep the mules coming as well, Mick, and keep the workers coming. So
Can I
I'd
do
hotkey
so
both
much,
your-
man?
Hotkey both your command centers together. So select them both and then control 1.
Ah, that's what I've done with my other thing, but that's a good idea.
Yep.
My barracks is...
Now if you just go 1 SS,
SCV ready.
Yep.
done. So just occasionally 1 SS, just every so often 1 SS, and it's covered.
Yep, all
I mean,
mules called down.
If you know that you're going to have to focus on something else in a short period of time,
SCV ready.
you can go like 1 SSSS or something like that to queue up a bunch of them.
Yep.
With the amount of money that you've got, while I don't recommend queuing, you both may as well just queue up a fuckload of SCVs, that way you know they're at least going to keep producing.
I'm going.
And yeah, so like to give you a sort of example, at this point in time, like this
Additional
timer in the
supply
game, I was on
depots
4
required.
bases.
Big job. In the rear with the gear.
Additional supply depots required.
Yeah, whatever.
More spot.
You scared me.
Additional supply
Want a piece of me, boy?
So yeah, the hotkeys are going to make things a lot easier. Like you may as well hotkey all your barracks together, which you've done.
Yep.
And then depending on what you want to build,
So,
you just go looking at your hotkey, like 2, and then the number of marines you need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So if you're building nothing but marines, it's
For
just
now, yeah.
2, and then hit A 8 times, and then
Yep.
queued up 8 marines. And the best part about that is you can look elsewhere and do it. You don't have to click on anything. You just hit your hotkey.
Yeah, because I
So
thought
you can
before,
do a fight
if
like
I press it multiple times, it might queue it up for this
Additional
one.
supply depots
Yeah.
required.
That works well. I like that.
SCV ready. Woohoo! Overtime.
Whoop whoop.
Not enough energy.
If you look at your main base Murph, you see how over your command center it says 15 out of 8.
Sure.
So it's pretty much like a bunch of those mineral patches are mined out. So now you've got more workers than what you actually need there. So you can move 7 of them.
SCV ready.
I mean, if you get to the point where the number of bases you've got all the gases running, and all the mineral patches are like number out of the same number, you can stop making weapons. But until that's like a true statement, don't stop.
There's something in the way.
And in Mick's case, yeah, you wanted to get the 3rd, if not a 4th base up.
Ready. That's the negatory. It's blocked. SCV ready.
You also want to make sure that every worker you send to do a job, like build something, that you queue back to the minerals so you don't have to come back to them and remember them.
Yeah, yep.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Depleted.
Big grin. SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
The other thing that you don't want to forget is upgrades. So if you don't have an engineering bay, you want to get one down and get it researching stuff.
Mineral field.
SCV ready.
Same thing with an armory if you've already got an upgrade.
Who wants some? Gangway.
And if you, again, find that you got a lot of money, you can have 2 engineering bays and have one doing armor and one doing damage.
You're the boss.
Yep.
In the rear with the gear. It's about to get heavy. Yeah, whatever. Ah! You scared me.
That's ridiculous. Just queuing up that many dudes.
Mm-hmm.
SCV ready.
And SUVs. No, SCVs, not SUVs. Are stuck.
Mm-hmm. So take the barracks to their left,
We here.
kill everything out of the queue, lift it up, get them out, put it back down.
SCV ready.
Or, when you build them, just space them out better.
It's go time.
Oh yeah, lift off. Land.
You
There.
can just box select, like click and drag to select stuff, move them out.
Bad news. Well, SCV ready.
So Murph, you probably want to add a bunch more structures that produce shooty dudes, be it factories, barracks.
What do you see me working on, damn it?
Mineral field.
You have many workers. Many of them can make many
Additional
structures.
supply depots required.
Yep. Big job, huh? Well, butter
Because another thing you can do is you can just box select your mineral line. Let's say you want to build a barracks. You can hit BB, left click it somewhere,
Add-on complete.
B again, left click it, B again,
Additional
left click it.
supply
It'll only pull the
depots
3 workers
required.
off that need to build those things.
Not enough energy.
So you don't have to be like too precious with how you like
Additional
select your
supply
workers.
depots required.
Or you
Oh,
can do
there's
BB,
yours.
hold shift, click, 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 click. And again, it'll only take the workers it needs, but that'll put it after their current work queue if they're currently doing something. So if they're mining, it'll wait until they finish mining the node, and then it will go do it.
Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
These.
Another thing you can do with your command centers is call down extra supplies, which is the X command. Basically, it makes a supply depot
Additional
give
supply
more supplies.
depots required.
That's what I've done.
I know.
Additional
Generally
supply
wouldn't
depots
recommend
required.
doing it
Mineral field
unless you're in a
depleted.
like a panic and a pinch. The far more like cash efficient thing to do is to use a mule, because they both cost 50 energy, but a mule will get you several supply depots worth of money, whereas the cooldown will only get you 1 worth.
What's the on the factory? What is the rightmost resource that it takes to build units? It's all red for me.
Supply. And that is because you're at 188 of 188,
Additional supply depots
which means
required.
build more depots.
Oh, well, that's how many dudes it
Resting
takes.
gas
Okay.
exhaust.
Yeah.
Depots. Gotcha.
Like if you're food limited. Nice, Murph.
Additional supply depots
What?
required.
I'm just watching what you're building.
Supply depots required.
You're the boss.
You want to lift off your other one that has a different add-on and give it the same add-on to make more of them. The one that's next to your armory.
I'm trying to remember how to do something. Hold on.
Okay.
Unacceptable command. We are
Unacceptable
other thing
command.
that you do-
What?
Well, you've
There we
maxed
go.
out, so you can't build anything more. 200's cap.
not
So
Yeah.
what you would do now, since you're earning money, Mick, is if you're spending time at the
Mineral
population
field
cap,
depleted.
you would generally now just add more structures to produce more things, because the whole time you're going to be banking money because you can't spend it.
Yeah.
unacceptable.
So you make sure you're upgrading,
We are at maximum supply.
so your armor, weapons, whatever, so your dudes hit harder and take less damage. And then you just constantly add more production, so that way if you do get into a fight and lose your army, you can replace it faster.
Yeah.
You've also got a fuckload of idle workers.
Yeah, I just saw him then. The minerals depleted.
You've also got another 6 up the top. 3 near your barracks and
Yeah.
3 on your top gas.
They're doing
And then
it
your
there.
bottom gas also has no one in it, and hasn't had anyone in it for a while.
Is there an easy way to select all?
Select all.
You can double click one unit to select all of the same. That's all I know.
What's going
I didn't
on?
hear what he said.
Bad news?
Oh, I'll cut out after that.
You scared
Select
me.
all, that's all I heard.
I just wanted to select all my idle workers so that I could, you know,
F1 or something? There's
No.
like a hotkey for it.
identify them all.
F1, yeah.
Mineral field
Oh, that's
depleted.
just each individual one though. I want to select them all once.
I thought there was a button next to it that shows up.
You scared me. You gonna give me
Hmm.
friend? Go ahead. Roger.
Staggo's adding all that extra production on. Why are you building more supply depots, Nick? You're at the cap.
Oh yeah, that was forever. I did that ages ago.
Yes, sir. What's going
I
on?
have to cancel him.
So now you got 12,000 monies, and that's only going to grow. So are you going to rebuild 12,000 monies worth of army off 7 barracks? Like, it's going to take you like 5 minutes. So if you lose your whole army in a fight, do you think he's going to wait 5 minutes before attacking you?
I know. I'm researching some
Theoretically
stuff.
possible.
Need to build more there.
It is possible. It depends on your speeds, obviously. But like, the barracks units, because of how cheap and also squishy they are, at this point in time, with this sort of amount of money,
Upgrade
and on this many
complete.
bases, you'd probably want to have
In the rear with the bad news.
15 to
Mineral
20
field
barracks with
depleted.
reactors on them to be able to punch out enough money.
X.
Mineral field depleted.
It's like a
Let's go,
marine
let's go.
takes 18 seconds. So let's say you can squeeze 3 of them out in a minute. That's 150 minerals a minute. Your current income's
Not enough
2,500.
energy.
So 2,500 divided by 15 is how many marines you need to be able to build.
Mineral field.
Which like, you normally can't see your income, but I can.
I'm just impressed by the amount of guys I've got on the screen at one time. This is more than I've ever had in a game before.
Go, go, go.
That's my level of experience with this.
Now imagine
Mineral
building
field
that many,
depleted.
but in like 8 minutes. Game timer just ticked over 20.
8 PM.
It's 26 currently for you. No,
Yeah.
55 for you. 26 for...
Okay, so I thought it'd be around 30. I wasn't far off.
Yeah, look, like, your APM will naturally be high the more shit you're doing. Because, like, obviously... That was kind of a dumb statement to say. Let me rephrase.
Spam buttons. It's so
Yeah,
good.
like, the more structures you have for building units, if you sit there and, like, select all your barracks and hold A, for example, it's going to fill the
Gas
queue
geyser exhausted.
with marines. But each of those, if you like, your key press repeat is like half a second. That's 2 actions per second. That's 120 APM.
Mineral field
By
depleted.
okay.
however many actions it is to fill your barracks up. So that's a lot of actions
Command
really
center
quick.
upgrade complete.
Like, it sounds like a lot to play at, you know,
Command center
120,
upgrade
200
complete.
APM sort of thing, but it's really not. Like 2 key presses a second is like,
Yeah, as long as you know
On
what you're
average,
doing,
over
you just
20
keep
minutes.
switching between it.
How did how did you select all the SCVs again?
I didn't find out before. I'm just same as what you found. Press F1.
Someone
Mineral
said
field
how
depleted.
to select them all.
F1 or
Yeah,
something?
if you have all of them on the screen, you just double click on one and you'll select all of that unit of character on the screen at the time.
The other thing is you can click and drag a box over them.
The problem is some of them were mingled with my army, and I wanted them out.
Sure.
Yep.
Another option you've got then is you box select your army, find the unit in the the box that you've got selected, and then you can
That's
control
okay.
left click
Yeah.
on the unit in the box.
It's okay, I figured it out.
Mineral
What
field
the hell is
depleted.
EPM? Is that...
Expert.
Oh, it's EAPM. So
Mineral
effective
field
actions per minute
depleted.
is 36 for you, Mick, and 16 for Murph.
Base is under attack.
Under it.
Effectively.
Oh,
one
we're actually
unit
versing
per 4
bots.
seconds. No, you're versing each
Mineral
other.
field depleted.
Ah. I was just expecting nobody to be on the map for some reason.
This better be good.
Nobody expects the double fusion assault.
I haven't been playing with any defense in mind, or even attack.
Well, that was kind of my idea, because I figured both of you would be fairly passive. So you've had like 23 minutes to sort of more focus on micro. So remember that thing about like rebuilding your army? You lost it. So you want to be, you don't have to actually devote much attention and control to the fight. It's going to happen without your help. So focus on replacing your losses. So
Yeah.
that way you win the fight.
Our SCVs
Now the thing with
are under
battlecruisers
attack.
is he currently has 2 armor on them, which makes their armor total 5. Your marines, which can shoot up, because obviously reapers cannot, so if you're making lots of reapers, I wouldn't recommend it. I can't actually see a marine.
Base is under attack.
Let me find one.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, I was doing a whole bunch of Reapers. Ah, that's annoying
Not
having
level
to
2.
do them and
up, right?
deselect.
Let's have a blast.
Our SCVs
Also, you got
are
a
under attack.
dropship full of marines, Murph.
I don't know how that got there.
D is the hotkey to make them drop, so you can D and then left click on the ground. Another option is you can D and left click on the medevac itself, and that way it can move while it's dropping things.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Well, that's just embarrassing.
So, anyway, what I was saying with your marines. Your marines, with their +1 upgrade, do 7 damage. The battlecruisers have 5 armor. What that means is every shot from a marine is going to deal 2 damage. The battlecruisers has 550 health, and they're dealing 8 damage per 0.6 of a second. And your marines have 45 health. So a single battlecruiser is going to mince a marine in like 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
I would hope so.
And a marine is going to do 4 damage to it in the same... no. 8 damage to it in the same period of time. Basically means you ain't going to kill a battlecruiser with a marine.
Oh yeah, understand that.
Which is why upgrades are super important. Also, another option on your command centers, your orbital commands, if you look at them now, is you can push C, and then click somewhere on the map, and it scans the map and shows you what's there.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you don't want to leave your base, if you want to check out what he's doing, so that way you don't get surprised by battlecruisers, is you can scan their base and have a look.
Not enough energy.
Yep.
Yeah, now if you look at your money mix, and you imagine that that was 22,000 money of marines,
Research complete.
Wouldn't be doing much right now.
if you had 22,000 minerals of marines, you would be mincing it. You can't even build that much in an army. Like, population cap is high enough.
I hit the population cap, and that's why I moved.
So battlecruisers are 400, so how many 400s go into 22,000? Like, that's how many battlecruisers you could have potentially thrown back at him, for example. Which is, yeah, again, why you want to spend your money, otherwise there was no point in earning it.
We should probably lift off those barracks and get them away from me instead of summoning more marines into my slaughter.
I'm just waiting for death at this point.
Base is under
You can
attack.
also GG out.
Yeah.
F10 and
Yeah,
is it
it's
N or
gonna
something?
take way too long for me to actually kill everything.
Yeah. So again, score screen's kind of handy to look at. So your average unspent are even bigger than they were before. Yours is colossal, Nick.
Oh yeah, because think of this as my third game of any RTS
Yeah, for sure.
base
I'm
builder
not like
ever.
having a go saying like, oh, you're a shit player. I'm just saying like that's
No,
a
no,
big
yeah.
thing to focus on.
It's
You
so
just spend the money.
yeah, a lot of the information that you're throwing at me, I take on about a quarter of it, and then I'll forget the other 3/4 later. So as I just feel,
Essentially-
I'm taking experience.
Right there.
Yep.
Essentially, always build workers. Like if your command centers aren't building workers, that's bad.
Yeah.
Spend as much money as you can. So people talk about when they like play the game to start with, and competitively and shit as well. They talk about build orders, where it's like, at 13 supply, I build a supply depot, and then at 15, I build a barracks. That shit's irrelevant, because that's actually spawned from how you get money, how quickly. It's literally like, this is the quickest I could do a thing. So if I'm always got workers going, the first amount of supply I'm at, that I have spare money to build a supply depot is 14. So 14 supply depot is kind of meaningless, because if you're playing efficiently, that's the earliest you could have built it anyway.
Yeah.
Your time spent supply capped is actually really good, Murph. I don't know if that was just because you like built massively ahead and then took forever to catch it.
Yeah. I'm like looking at all the numbers and thinking, wow, my APM is terrible, but I just did shit faster.
Well, that's it. Like, yours was more effective because you... It's essentially the biggest difference in that game, even though Mick was playing faster, is you spent your money. Like, on average, you had 3,000 minerals of stuff more than needed. It'd be like if you started the game, like you just did, except Murph spawned with 3,000. Like, that's a crazy advantage. And that's essentially what happened. So StarCraft's very much a game about spend your money, not so much about how you conduct a fight or winning a fight. That sort of stuff is like the high tier tweaking. Oh shit, I didn't mean to hit join. Ah, no!
Yeah.
I'm
I didn't
looking
even read
at
it. I just
the
hit accept.
line and I can see the exact point when the battle cruisers started coming out,
Yeah.
You can see the death.
where it stopped being a slope and started being a wall.
Yeah. Why is this a thing? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hit.
It's
Should I
downloading.
press accept?
Click to cancel.
Nah, cancel it. Okay, accept this one.
Go to this one. All right.
Yep. Sorry, I joined some random fucking, like, arcade lobby. Because I just assumed it wouldn't take me off the normal lobby thing. Wait, why is this downloading? I don't understand. What are you downloading?
Yeah, mine's just got entering lobby, but it's taken a while.
Bet you it's downloading that fucking arcade game. I'm just gonna actually, like, exit the game. And
Yeah. Might need
that
to.
seems like it'd be faster. Sorry about that. It seems like it was a very bad button to push.
If I were to be honest, games like this aren't necessarily my cup of tea, but it's playing what people want to play.
Fair enough. Wait, why do I have to request to join party on both of you?
Oh, because we stayed in the party when you left. It looks like.
I never accepted that thing that gave the download, so I didn't do anything.
I think Murph is the leader. He's the king icon.
Yes, I am. I'm just gonna leave.
I mean, that works.
Also, I can hear myself through someone else.
Probably me.
Yeah, your game sounds like louder than your voice sometimes. of the current menu. Sounds like the dragon breathing and guns firing.
Oh. So I don't see how.
Unless that's... Oh no, don't worry. The echo's gone now. Waiting
That's
for
it, just
part 2.
turn the nerf down. Somehow it gets through my like earpiece to my fucking mouthpiece. I don't know how.
It's a powerful voice.
You're not wrong.
So same again, but yeah. So as soon as you spawn in, queue a worker. Don't worry about anything else. Then set a hotkey on your main structure, and then put the rally point of the main structure on the minerals. Then, after you built your second worker, as in you've queued up the second worker of the game, is when you want to go. As soon as I've got 100 minerals, I'm building a supply depot. And then as soon as the depot is finished, I'm building a barracks. And then outside of that, just keep building workers. And then just do stuff as stuff finishes building. I'm gonna go for smoke. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Alright.
In those 2 minutes, we quit and play something else.
Yeah. No, we just send our SUVs, SCVs at each other. Gotta stop saying SUVs, they are not cars. Although. S, build, yeah.
SCV ready. Will do. Bad news? Yep. SCV ready. Huh? Woo-hoo! SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Roger. SCV ready. Yes, sir. Go ahead. SCV ready. Good job, well, butter my biscuit. Ah! SCV ready. Yeah. SCV ready. SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. Uh-huh. We hear you.
I was gonna say whoever's purple needs to spend their money, but at the same time, whoever's blue has infinite supply and should stop building it
Command
immediately.
center upgrade complete.
Build it as you need it.
Oh yeah, that's the last one I'm building for now.
Yeah, but now you've got one there, so you'll forget.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm broke.
You got 200.
Yeah,
Add-on.
That's almost 2
complete.
barracks.
I'm currently
You took the
saving
barracks
up.
For what?
I'm working on it. Just
Yeah,
calm your
whatever.
tits.
Build more workers. That'll earn you more money.
I am in the process of building more workers.
You have 2 command centers, and at the time I said it, they weren't building workers.
I have but one brain.
Since you're looking to expand, Mick, keep building workers, because even though you've got the magic number for your current base, if you overbuild now, then they're ready to go as soon as the new base is up.
Oh yeah, I meant to. I just didn't click on it fast enough to get back to it. Might queue up a few so I don't forget.
The other thing to look out for, I guess, when like playing against other players, is to not go too expansion crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because if someone else went straight units and walked up either of your ramps with 5 Marines right now, could either of you stop it?
Nope.
Working on it.
But you couldn't right now, right?
Not this very second, no.
So you'd die.
Why can't I go? Oh,
Bad news.
no, I messed up.
SCV ready.
There we go.
Yo.
Keep building them Marines, Mick.
Now I know he's building Marines.
Add-on complete.
My secret.
That's a pretty basic unit for Terran. Like, if someone walks in with a Zergling,
Not
you
enough
kind of want someone to be able
energy.
to shoot at it, so you may as well have some Marines.
SCV ready. Go,
Right.
go, go.
So yeah, again, if you're like building stuff at a constant rate and you're finding that your money's climbing, build more production. Also make sure that you put your second command center onto the minerals, Mick, because it's just pooping out workers at the front.
Ah, thought I did.
This better be good. SCV ready.
Keep making workers, Smurf. There you go.
I am.
Ready. Bad news.
If you select all your command centers, so like click on one, hold control, click on the next one, hold control, click on the next one. Or is it hold shift? I think it's hold shift. Sorry, it's hold shift. So you select them all, and then you hit control like 1 or something. The next time you want to build workers, you just have to hit 1 and then S a couple of times.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need more
Go
gas.
ahead. Gangway. Coming. SCV ready. This better be good.
So what? Speaking of gas, what you could probably do, Mick, is you could take 3 of your workers out of gas and put them on minerals at your other base. Because you got an excess of gas that you don't need, so you may as well not keep mining it at that rate.
SCV ready. Go, go, go.
And any excess workers you've got on your first base, you can send over to your second base.
In the gangway.
It is built.
Yep.
So you want to send like 9 guys from your first base over to your second base.
You want a piece of me, boy? Huh? SCV ready.
Both your money is looking a lot healthier than it was last game.
Been
Like at
waiting
this
on
similar point. Time to build depots again, Mick.
SCV ready. Who wants
Now, assuming that you keep your structures producing stuff constantly, you want to be building 2 depots at this point in the game, constantly. So just
Okay.
build 2, and then when those 2 finish, build another 2.
You want a piece of me, boy?
So those 2 workers are just basically dedicated supply at that point.
Okay.
Upgrade complete.
So it's sort of easy to remember because they go like, job's done or whatever. Work complete. Oh, I don't know. Whatever the fuck they say in this game. And then you go, ah shit, what was I building? Oh yeah.
Factory.
This better be good. Yo. SCV ready.
Don't forget to hotkey all your barracks together, Mick.
Additional supply depots
Oh yeah,
required.
got 2 more.
Yep.
Tick lab, tick lab.
SCV ready. This better be good.
And you may as well build another base because you got an excess of cash. And since that cash is just growing, you need more production.
Mineral field
SCV ready.
add-on
I mean, a pretty
complete.
typical
Add-on
one-base strategy for
complete.
Terran is 3 barracks.
Additional supply
And a one-base
depots
strategy
required.
means like you're spending all of your money
SCV
on
ready.
strictly units. Is 3 barracks, 2 have tech labs. Sorry, 2 have reactors, 1 has tech labs, and they just shit out Marines. Also, if you look on the tech lab, Mick, the first 2
Additional supply
researchers,
depots
the one that's a
required.
shield and a stabby needle,
Mineral field
the shield is
depleted.
Marines get 10 life, like plus 10 life, so you want that research. And the stabby needle,
Oh yeah,
is
shit.
you can push T while you've got them selected to make them shoot faster.
Yeah, I forgot
costs a
that
little bit
doing the
more.
tech lab upgrade actually means I can click on it to do stuff.
E. And
Research,
the third upgrade is
research.
Concussive Shell, which is for the Marauders.
Gonna give me orders?
Spend your money!
Get from above.
Also, you've got way too many workers at your second base. And you've got way too many at your first.
We
So you can probably stop building workers at this point, Mick. For the number of bases you're on, you can stop.
Yeah.
Mineral field.
Also, that
depleted.
dude you got building supply depots, get another dude building supply depots,
Not
and don't
enough
queue them up.
energy.
Just have 2 dudes building 1 each constantly. Because at the moment, you're not going to be... Wait, did you just build like a fat chunk of them somewhere?
No, they're all up top.
Fly up. Ah, command center, never mind. Sorry, it just flew up, and I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't
Ow.
do nothing.
Yeah, it was your command center finished, which gives you a chunk of supply. So you're sort of ahead of the curve at the moment, so that's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Murph, you need many more workers.
So you say.
Mm-hmm.
Big job. The Grim
Your top base has also got some inactive ones sitting at the bottom of it, near your army.
We hear you.
Now he knows I have a top base.
Command center upgrade.
Yeah, you have
complete.
like bases in reference to each other. Really need to get on top of your cash, Mick.
I feel like I'm spending it as fast as I know what I'm doing with it.
So build more production structures, queue them together, and smash
Stop
the fuck
it.
out of the AK, basically. It's a very basic way to do it. Also, you can take a chunk of workers from your second base and send them to your third. Like, you can literally take half of those workers.
Research.
It's go time.
Half plus 1. 2 full rows plus 1.
In the rear
It's actually the number you want if you're looking at what's
Research
selected.
complete.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
See if you can get that number under 1,000.
Mineral field depleted.
Also, don't forget, if you're low on gas, check your geysers, make sure they've all got 3 dudes in them.
Yep, go ahead. Kaboom, baby. Big job. The Grim
Yeah, they do.
has arrived.
Need armory. Base armory.
Oh, it's on.
So you're both pretty close to a good number of workers. You're actually only 1 different between the 2 of you.
The Grim Reaper.
Not enough.
Go, go, go. You want a piece of me, boy?
You've got a bunch of inactive ones at your southern base, Murph. Like a big clump of them.
I'm fixing the east base, thank you.
Who wants some?
I was just pointing it out. Sometimes that shit goes unnoticed.
Gangway.
Because I was looking at how many were on each thing, and I'm like, you've got more workers than that. Where the fuck are they? So there's just a bunch that
Mineral
aren't doing
field
stuff.
depleted.
Go, go, go.
Add-on complete.
I would recommend adding 8 more barracks, Mick.
What's going on?
Jesus.
Well, yeah, look at your money.
Research.
It ain't going down.
Mineral field depleted.
You want to have the
Mineral
problem of
field
not having
depleted.
enough money.
Yeah,
It's a good problem to have.
Bad news?
In the sense that you've got a high income, but you can't spend it all. Oh, sorry, you want more. So you got none in the bank. That's a better way to say it.
You're the boss. In the rear with the gear.
Both your incomes are pretty similar.
Yo,
There's about 400 between yours.
you gonna give me
Don't forget the magical mule on the orbital command center to get you even more monies. And also the scans. You can check your enemy's base and see what he's doing. If he's got some monster army that you can't deal with, or if he's about to kill you with it,
Not
it's always
enough
good to check what he's
energy.
doing.
Oh, why is it missed?
So what information did you glean from that scan?
That his base is there.
Yeah, but what structures did you see? What structures did you see?
I can't tell what the hell they are just from looking at their shapes.
Scan them again, then click on them, and it'll tell you.
Mineral field depleted.
I need 50 of whatever that is,
Yep.
By the numbers.
which I don't have. It's in the red.
But you got another command center. Upgrade it and use that one. You got all the money in the world to upgrade it. You could upgrade it like 12 times.
Mineral field depleted.
You could build 12 command centers and upgrade them all.
Oh, it's
Have infinite scans. So don't forget about hotkeying all your structures together. Focus on spend the money.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, I forgot about the
And when you
barracks.
run out of supply that you can use. So once you're at max supply,
go time.
then obviously you don't have to panic so much about building things because you
Unacceptable
can't.
landing zone.
That's when you can sort of focus in harder on what your army's doing.
Upgrade complete.
So did you give that scannerino a go?
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
So what do you see? Click on his stuff.
I can't
See
actually
what's
click
called.
it.
Unacceptable
It doesn't, it just says Murph and I can't click it.
Add-on
Ah, okay, there's an option that you need to turn on that lets you click on shit. So from what you saw though, there's a building there that should give away what he's building.
Will do.
But you'll work it out soon enough.
Vespine geyser.
I'm gonna guess it's probably a ghost thing for a nuke.
Add-on complete.
Nope.
Nope.
Another thing you can both do is move your armies closer together so the guys at the back can shoot as well. It's not just the front guys now. Yep, like that.
My everything.
So now what you want to do is go, fuck, how much money do I give a- I'm going to turn into dudes.
Insufficient
But
Vespine.
obviously queuing up infinite things, if you've still got infinite money, you need even more structures.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
Armed and ready. Oh, it's on.
It's on.
Insufficient Vespine
So
gas.
sort of going from the same vein, did you see anything that made you go, I need to worry about that?
No, I got no idea what I'm looking at.
The big flying ship things that Marines don't do much damage to might be something you might want to take into consideration. Because Reapers can't shoot up.
It's go time.
So it's great if you can kill his ground army, but if there's one thing you can't hit in the sky, then you're just going to die to it.
You want to
And if
Yeah,
Marines
they
don't do a good
do.
job of hitting it, you need to build something that does more damage to things that fly. Is there anything that you looked at, Murph, and went, shit.
This better be good.
You build a lot of Reapers, so I think what I'm doing is working alright.
Correct. The correct answer to that question for you was, there's nothing I need to worry about.
I don't think there's anything to worry about from me for at least another 100 games.
Go, go, go.
At this
Mineral
rate.
field
Well, you got
upgrade
starports there.
complete.
He did, however, give me a great excuse to move my main base to the one he just blew up.
So you got starports there, you can build Vikings. They're flying missile ship things. They will deal with flying things.
I think I'm good with what I'm doing.
I meant him, not you.
Oh, there's my starports. See, I'm losing track of what I'm actually building and where as well. I'm not used to having this much crap to deal with.
Gangway. Coming.
Keep spending your money. Got a bunch of barracks not doing stuff.
Go, go, go.
I'll spend it. There we go.
By the numbers, boys.
Mineral field depleted.
Who wants some? You want a piece of me, boy?
Mineral field depleted.
While moving.
Insufficient Vespine. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum.
You want a piece of me,
At maximum.
I just put that there!
So the other thing that Murph has is dudes that shit fire. And people made of flesh tend to not react well to fire.
Oh yeah, I'm getting different things now. It's just taking me this long to get to it.
Yep.
Armed and ready.
Oh, there, 4.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Oh god. You again.
Hello,
Do something with those
it's me.
Marines. The longer you sort of stand there, the bigger his chance to react.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready to plunder.
Not enough minerals.
Also, the starports can have the same add-ons, so with a reactor they will build things you're building twice as fast.
Hmm.
Mineral field depleted.
Another fun thing, Vikings are both faster and have longer range than battle cruisers. So one Viking can technically kill infinite battle cruisers, if you move them out of range every time they shoot. So shoot, move, shoot, move.
10-4. Ready to plunder. Gangway coming through. Armed and
So
ready.
now you have a different problem.
Boom, baby.
Now I gotta build the right units. And build more
No.
barracks and command
Nope.
centers.
Have a look at your money.
Oh. And that's because these guys are inactive.
Who wants some?
And also at your other base, how many mineral patches are there and how many people are working them?
You scared me.
Oh yeah.
In the rear. This is go time.
So every time you attack, like
Not
you have
enough
been doing,
energy.
is a good opportunity to build another base somewhere. Because if he's worrying about defending, he's not worrying about attacking, so you can build the base pretty safely.
You got it.
Making sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's on. You gonna give me orders?
Yeah, so now your income's actually shot up above his, even though it was basically 0 not
Not
that long
enough
ago.
minerals. Not enough minerals.
Spoilers.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Not really. You're gonna move your stuff in that close like that, Mick. Shoot and scoot. You're sort of ordering them to all just run forwards. What you can do is have them run, shoot, run, shoot, run, shoot, run, shoot. So they sort of scoot forwards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That requires several inputs from you, but
Ready to plunder.
it's an option. Make sure you're building stuff.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
The other thing that you can sort of glean
In the rear with the gear.
is if your main base is out of minerals, his probably is too.
Mineral field
So you can sort
depleted.
of take into consideration every other base you've built, and if you'd been scouting the whole game and you knew what they were building and when,
Ready to plunder.
you would know how long they've had a certain base for, so you'd have a sense for, oh, it's probably running out of money. So you can get a general sense of, he has to have expanded, where are his options? Maybe I'll send a Marine to go and check, because then if he's expanded I can go and kill a base. Or,
These are all very logical things to think of, but I'd never think of them.
yeah. But I'm not saying like, oh, here's all like 20,000 things I want you to do. I'm just like, here's some things to consider.
Yeah. No, most of it I definitely know, but I'd never actually do it because I just don't have enough playtime. Like, I don't know what I should be doing most of the time because I just don't know the game.
Fighter
Yeah, that's fine. You're both playing faster than you were last game by about 50% to 100%, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Like, you are doing more.
You got it. Been waiting on you.
But how do we both feel about the game currently? Who do we think is ahead?
Go ahead.
Oh Murph, I'm just literally throwing stuff at him so I can build more dudes and do more of him dying.
Yeah, that's about to not work.
I know that I'm doing the absolute wrong thing, but I'm not going to win any game anytime soon. So I can't even keep up with what I'm doing unless you tell me what I should be doing.
Yeah, but it all come like second nature the longer you play, right?
The longer I play is the main thing.
Base is under attack.
Fresh base.
Depleted.
What's going on?
What made you think was fresh?
It's very untapped.
Yep. Yeah, like Murph, you went from like a 20 to a 40. Mick, you went from a 30 to a 60 or whatever on your APMs. So you both got quicker. Yeah, this game. 33 supply to 193.
Base is under attack.
Bad news.
It's the...
Good job.
I was at F10, that's it. Hassrende.
I tripled my battle cruiser output.
Have a look at your average on spend each though, right? It's definitively lower. Which is a good thing. Your workers created is definitely higher.
I did
There
better
is-
than my average.
There is definite improval there. Improval? Improvement?
My
Improval?
supply cap.
Approval.
0.
Where is? How do I?
Yep. Ah, that'll... Oh yeah, I forgot to say, that was gonna be me. I've got to actually get off to bed so I can wake up early for work now. Yep, it is a thing. But no, I will get better, but we just need more games, and probably against easier enemies. Someone who doesn't build ridiculous like that.
Yeah, but like,
You built more than I did.
yeah.
Only